Welcome to our first record, and we want to ask some questions. And firstly, can you introduce you and also your company, and what you do in our Technopark?
For sure. First and foremost, thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Tofi. I'm CEO and founder of Archies Academy. We are a platform which allows the students can practice how you can be innovative in terms of getting to a job opportunities by project-based learning. A lot of students are struggling when it comes to the part where from theory to practice. So we are bridging the gap between how you will be able to get better experience.
It's good. And could you give us some your students' evolution? How can you give course step by step and etc.? How can they store their experience in your education academic system?
For sure. First and foremost, globally there are millions of computer science graduates are getting graduated every single year. The problem is when it comes to the universities where we currently have in the system, they are more theory focused. What does that mean is even after getting job, they get graduated, they find struggling to get job opportunities. There are platforms or online boot camps are out there, but generally they are very expensive. What Archies Academy is doing with our in-house training management system known as Locum, we simulate the exact job experience in tech companies. We are a workforce experience system. With that means whatever you see in the tech companies, you will be able to go through within our platform. That's what we are generally what's doing.
Okay, thank you. And another question. Nowadays, probably last decades, artificial intelligence is a most popular topic all over the world. And how did you inject this AI idea in your academy?
Absolutely.
Could you give us some examples about it?
AI or machine learning has been there for probably last 20 to 25 years. In the last 5 years, especially with the more public opinion in terms of OpenAI or ChatGPT, it becomes mass adopted. Mm-hmm. The AGI, what we right now experiencing with so many platforms, Llama, DeepSeek, etc., is allowing us to be even more the next layer of how you can be humanly interact with the system. At Archies Academy or in Locum, we use AI primarily to do a lot of automations required enough to get our operations. For instance, every company from now on will become an AI company. Mm-hmm. And how are we going to use it? That's the question. Most of the time when it comes to the platforms like us, there is a lot of administrative work is there. When it comes to repetitive tasks, how can we make it automated so that we don't need to get a lot of resources? That is being injected within our platform. Plus, when it comes to the students or trainees, we call them, if they have questions and if no one is available, we already have AI within the system. They can ask for the tasks which we are giving. So they can ask the question, okay, how you can solve this task, and that will be able to give. So there is always help within the system. We are providing the tasks, and the task can be done within our platform. That's how we do it.
Okay, thank you. And another question about also Archies Academy. What is your future plan in locally, I mean that in Turkey and also globally? Because I know that you have visited lots of countries, some founding process, some training process, etc. What is Archies Academy's future plan?
That's a great question. First and foremost, to give you an example, me as a founder, I was born and raised in India. And I was working most of my time in America. But as an entrepreneur, I was born in Turkey, and especially in Eskişehir. Yeah. So I have a very much attached to the ecosystem where we are at it. This is my home ground. So this is where I born as an entrepreneur. We start locally where we kind of able to get adapted, like for example, the right mentorship, And my entire career is about technology. But being an entrepreneur is not that easy. You need mentorship, we need support, we need network. That is what I got it from the ecosystem what we are in Eskişehir.
Yes.
That's first thing. Now when we grow globally, or when it starts, in entire Turkey there are big cities like Istanbul, Ankara, how you can adapt it. But with the help of the ecosystem which I get it from Eskişehir, that we are able to get more and more, you get the path towards it. As you just now mentioned, in just last year alone I have visited 11 countries,
Yes.
more than 20 cities, almost 10 plus events, multiple accelerator, and that's a sheer feat in terms of a company which is not that much long, and with the help of my team. So for the future plan, obviously we have next 2-3 years of roadmap in front of us, starting with more branding in Turkey alone, because Turkish market is our home ground. We born here, we want to make sure we solidify our position. The second one is that growing global. First, we were in an accelerator in Malta, and we were accepted by the Maltese government. They invited a Turkish company. We were the only one Turkish company which was there.
Yeah.
And that we were invited as one of the 14 companies, and we successfully completed, and now we are awaiting to open up a subsidiary in Malta.
Mhm.
This will help us to get the European expansion. And more than that, right now, as a part of Telecom Accelerator program, we were completed successfully.
Mhm.
They are investing in us, and we will be able to go to Stanford University in US, and we were among the top 5 or 6 company which is going there. And again, all this is coming out of from Eskişehir, which is not as big as Istanbul, but I'm getting the right support for getting to there. That's one thing. And future, we are planning to move to US as well, and that's upcoming. The next quarter, we are going to set up the US operations. So that's the.
I'm happy to hear your successfully road mapping about the future. And the last sentence, so that maybe you can conclude this talk, some of your sentence. What do you want to say?
The entrepreneurship itself is a journey. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
And especially sometimes when you comes to, for example, me, I'm an outliner in Turkey, for example. I'm an expat,
Mhm.
and when you come here, you find so much of difficulty than the normal person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what it gives me is that without the help of a network, without the help of the ecosystem, you cannot grow.
Mhm.
Ask for help always. That's the first thing. And when you are in a small city, I won't say that Eskişehir is a small city, but it's a very young city, especially here. We have universities, we have young students here. Pretty much all my people who started as a trainee in Archies Academy, now they are employees also at Archies Academy. And all of them are local. So I build from local and then globally we are going there. Okay. So that's always, it's because of the help which I'm getting here.
Mhm.
And I would love to thank the ATAB, which is in the Technopark where we are at it. For the last 3 years, 2.5 years we are here. And it's not only giving us the opportunity for us to innovate, research and development, but also we are getting events, for example. We are getting networking events, we are going to Istanbul or even Qatar, we went together. So those also helps us to do a lot. So please, if there is entrepreneurs out there, if you are looking forward to have innovative idea, you can, it's not just Istanbul or Ankara, Eskişehir is also there, so please come, and I'm an ambassador of Eskişehir, so you can come there. But yeah.
Thank you very much, Tofi. It's your pleasure.
Thank you so much.